Welcome in another edition of Coach Speak. Great to be back with you. Thanks for being here with us. There's Ira, there's Corey, I'm Jeff. Ben's behind the scenes doing it up, getting these videos ready for you. In fact, we're branching out, boys. I am told we're going to lead with a hockey video, a hockey coach.
Out of the gate.
Man. All right. Well, this better be good. I mean, we don't normally go down this path, but this is the San Jose Sharks coach, and he's got something to say. Ben, help me out here. What do we got?
I was hoping you were going to say his name, so I didn't have to. It's Ryan Warsofsky. I believe that's correct. But he's talking about the team's early season woes. The Sharks fell to 0-3-2 on the season after this game. So Coach Speak history coming up right here, guys.
Let's go.
I'm sure you guys have already seen this clip.
A million times.
Been part of these slow starts here these last 3-4 years. I mean, how do you – this group, though, I mean, do you think it has sort of the resolve to sort of get back in it, maybe a little bit more so than previous years?
Yeah, I think so. Again, a lot of new players. We got to just keep working, keep teaching from the coaches. We got to keep preparing them. But yeah, trust me, it sucks. Keep telling myself there's got to be a reason why this keeps happening in a sense. I'd give up one of my children for a win. So I'm frustrated. I'm sorry for swearing.
Wow.
We're very, very frustrated, and we're going to keep working at it.
I mean, you're 0-3.
That's an all-timer. He wins the award, the Aranda Award. He's already won it.
You're 0-3, dude.
Yeah.
Also, we don't know. He might have like 14 children. Like he might have a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
You know, and if you have 14 children,
a
couple of them are bad apples, man.
Yeah,
you're okay.
Sucks, right? You got to get rid of that one. Yeah.
And when he first started answering it, he didn't seem like he was that upset. And I'm like, where are we going with this, Ben? And
also, does he apologize for swearing?
Yeah.
But not for killing one of his kids.
He's not killing it. He's just giving it up, maybe.
Give it up for adoption. I was taking like he would throw it into a sewer drain or something.
Or give it to someone who could, like a great, I don't know, forward. What positions do they have in hockey?
Maybe a coach goalie that wins some games.
Defenders, they have forwards. Yes, they do.
Right.
Yes.
Maybe give the kid to a coach that can win some games early on in the season. Yeah. That'd be nice.
I'd give my kid for a top-notch goalie, boys.
Man, I didn't even think what if he did mean sacrifice, like give it to
I thought he meant like I'd give up one of my kids. Like I got 3 of them. I would take 2 if we could win some games here in October.
Man,
wow.
Dropping the F-bomb with it was beautiful. He just
and then apologizing for the wrong thing. Apologizing for the F-bomb and not the comment about the kid. Ryan Warsofsky. Good. That's a great clip.
Congratulations to the Sharks fans. You guys got a real one. Like he cares.
Yeah, he does care.
Absolutely.
And Ben, before we go to the next one, you saw what a pro I am. I set you up to have to say that name. There was no chance I was going down that road. I just handed it back. Here's the baton right back to you after I introduce Ira and Corey. What do we got, buddy?
Hey, how about a little FCS beef? Okay, it might not be the 1 versus 2 game that we need to keep our eyes on this year or this week, North Dakota State and South Dakota State, but maybe Sacramento State and Montana is what we need to be watching for.
Okay.
There's been some shots going back and forth. We're going to start with Sacramento State's president, Luke Wood, for some reason, taking jabs at Montana. Then Grizzlies coach Bobby Houck fires back. So
the Montana's the Grizzlies, right? Like I have no idea what Sacramento State's mascot is. None at all. Anyone?
The Spartans, the Knights.
I think they're the Hornets, maybe. I don't know.
I want to call them the Bees.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're calling them the Bees until further notice.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
I mean, we're looking forward to playing the Montana Pandas. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Montana Grizzlies. I think that's their name, right?
Yeah.
So they're certainly a great team, but they haven't played nobody this season. I mean, let's just be real.
This is the president.
To stir it up, don't you?
I like to stir it up, but look, I mean, in all fairness, we all appreciate Sacred Heart. That was their last game, and they didn't do very good against them. So how are they going to come here into our territory on the Hornet turf and play us on a night that we're going to have some of our biggest turnout ever? I'm looking forward to that game. I feel bad for their fans, that have to experience a loss like that on the road, but we'll see.
So we need a good week of preparation. We need to go down there. Kyle, I appreciate you bringing it up earlier. We're aware their president called us the JV. So
we're aware. The Pandas.
We'll deal with that as need be on Saturday or Friday night. So we will be ready to go. I think our guys will be excited to get back into conference play, and we'll see how it goes.
Coach, what do you think of that dynamic, this Sac State leaving the conference after this year?
I really haven't thought much about it, to be honest with you.
There you go. Good answer.
For both players, Elijah, we'll start with you. When you see their president, go on national TV, call you guys the Montana Pandas and say you haven't, won any.
That's not a question for the players.
Okay, Coach, can I talk to you about that, calling you the Montana Pandas, all that good stuff on national TV?
Yeah, we saw it. The guy's kind of a clown, right?
Yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah, it's a fair assessment.
Coach, just to follow up on that, like you mentioned the JV comment, the Montana Pandas, things of that nature. Just how do you guys, use it as motivation? Do you block it out? How have you maybe approached outside noise like that?
As outside noise, that's how we approach it.
Pandas are dangerous.
If I was the president down there, I'd be more worried about the riot that happened in their stadium after the game than taunting Montana.
Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Man. Okay. He had something to say.
Love lost, boys.
I like that he wouldn't let his player respond to the panda comment. Guys, we're not here for that. The players can't respond to that. That's too much.
But then I'll make fun of the riot they had at their stadium because I want to keep it classy. I don't want my players to say something they might regret.
But also, I don't feel like it's too terrible of an insult.
That's what I'm saying, man. Pandas look all cute and cuddly.
It's just silly.
But pandas will rip your face off.
I didn't know that.
I don't just think that this is a bunch of false bravado by all these guys. This is weak.
But you gotta respect the game of the reporters who are like, man, I cover Montana for a living, and I finally have something here. I've something to cling on to that's going to give me a storyline for the second. Because when I saw the schedule and I was like, man, they're playing Sacramento State. What am I going to write about that week? And then he sees they're like, this is it. We've got this. And then the coach is not playing along. So they're just going to the well. Giving it everything. I give the reporters a lot of credit for trying at least.
And he did take a shot. The coach took a few shots there. He called the president a clown, which was apt.
They had to bring up the panda reference 5 times, but they finally got him to bite, buddy. Okay, that's one too many, Bob.
All right.
That's it. All right, Ben, what do we got?
Our guy, Jeff Traylor, things are going downhill for UTSA. He gets a chance to catch up with his favorite reporter after a 55-17 loss to UNT.
No.
They fought big here to North Texas. What happened today?
Yeah, Eric did a great job. His kids bouncing back. They got their butt embarrassed last week, and his kids responded correctly. They were angry, and they whipped their tail. They kicked their ass, to be honest with you. And it mostly was self-inflicted. Penalties that kill drives, penalties that kill turnovers, a lot of drop passes on great throws. And in spite of all that, we're still in the thing. 17-14, 4th and 1. They execute that. Then they execute 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12, all draws into a light box that we still got to get somebody down. And I really, it'll be a school record. I can promise you how many tackles were broken today by their running backs because we didn't tackle. And Eric's guys did a really good job. I promise you they felt the same way we do right now. His kids responded. And we're going to see how our guys.
I'm excited about the follow-up.
How we got our ass kicked 2021 right on the same field. Everybody thought we were out, and we played a great Western Kentucky team the very next week, and now we play a great Tulane team the very next week. So it'll be a long 11, 10 days, whatever that's going to be, but we deserve it. We played like dog crap, and we deserve the way we feel right now.
But so we finally got – so that was actually Greg the reporter that he always talks to.
Yeah.
That was his official Twitter. It looks like, maybe they didn't do a press conference. Maybe Greg just tracked him down in the hallway as he was trying to get on the bus.
Yeah, that was not a post-game setting at all. And UTSA is in a real conference. Like, that's a real football school. That's D1. Like, it's odd that he would be – I guess it's just him there on the road covering the team. But, it's odd that there wouldn't be a backdrop.
I just love this reporter. I just love his commitment. I'm picturing him chasing him down the hall. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Coach.
You're not getting out of here.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on.
What was the quarterback's name that everybody always brings up? Everybody brings up.
Frank.
Frank
Harris.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I was wishing, Greg. The follow up would have been, but back then, Coach, you had Frank.
You had Frank. Yeah, you had Frank against.
Everybody
Western
thinks
Kentucky.
Frank was perfect, guys.
Yeah, but he was. He would have not won. He would have not lost 55-17, Coach. And you don't have him next week for Tulane.
And he's like, yeah, we were right in it. It's like, what was that, the first quarter?
Yeah.
Like, when did things get out of hand? If it ended up 55, 17.
What was the final? 55 to what?
So
17.
So they went on a
17-14, and they got man.
The 38-3 run after that.
Woo!
So I'm thinking that wasn't like in the fourth.
No, it was probably in the early second, I'm guessing, Ira.
That was a very important fourth down.
Yeah, it was. It
And then a 3rd and 9, and then a 3rd and 12,
Yeah.
and then a 3rd and 8.
Just kind of snowballed on him, Ira.
Yeah.
It really kind of snowballed on him.
But hey, we're gonna see what our guys are made of this week.
We got 10 days to think about our ass getting beat by Tulane, but we deserve it. We deserve all that. That's fair. All right, Ben, who's next on our list?
Next up, we've got Shane Beamer. Coach was asked about making a change to his play calling on offense following a 26-7 loss to Oklahoma.
That ain't it. That ain't the right question to ask that man.
Here we go.
Oh,
Perfect play caller coming in. Here we go.
In the middle here, it's 7 games now. The offense has just continued to struggle. At some point, do you feel like a change is needed? Whether it's
I made a change last week, Jack.
I'm talking about the play calling.
Every week we're continuing to look at how to be better, and every week I do that, and every week I will continue to do that and continue to evaluate that.
What gives you hope that the play
next question?
Calling, okay.
Oh boy.
What gives me hope? I see the way we practice during the week. What gives me hope? I see the number of guys that we had out today that I wasn't even sure was going to be able to play, that fought their asses off to get back out there and get healthy and be able to play today. What gives me hope? I know the talent we have on our offense. And what I just told our team, we're not playing up to our potential right now. I'm not getting the most out of this team right now, offensively, defensively, and special teams.
What a joy. What a joy to be around. What a joy to be around. Next question, because it was such a crazy question. Like, how dare you question the coaching acumen and greatness of Shane Beamer?
He was trying to ask him in the second question, the follow-up question. Your boy was just like not having it. Like, I'm trying to ask you.
And then he said, he started asking him, and then he's like, oh, okay, well, never mind. I guess I can't then. He's like, okay. Because as soon as he started saying, as soon as he yells next question, he's like, oh, okay. All right. I guess I'll.
But then he answers the question. Yeah. And then he goes and answers. What gives me hope?
What gives me hope is my team's injured. That's an excuse. That's why we scored 7 points. It gives me hope all these guys are out. It's like, man, I just, I know most people know what we do for a living and who we cover. And the team we're covering ain't great shakes.
Nope.
But I can't tell you how upset Florida State fans would be if their head coach acted like that in the middle of a losing streak. It is so defiant for somebody that doesn't deserve to be defiant. This is not Nick Saban being asked about giving up play calling. Shane Beamer's had one decent season at South Carolina. Why does he think he gets the – does he just hate that reporter? He might just hate that reporter. Like that reporter and him have had –
But that was not a bad question.
It's insulting Shane Beamer's play calling.
They scored 7 effing points.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's isn't it Mike Shula that's their offense coordinator that's going to get fired? I think that's the situation. So I think he's trying to say, like,
is their OC?
I think so.
Oh, geez.
And I think that's the question is, like, are you going to give it to somebody else? Because I think everybody, that's the issue.
That's what it was, is making a change with OC, not with Shane giving up. I guess he's not the play caller, right?
But the thing, I mean, like, a lot of people think Beamer's trying to get the Virginia Tech job. So this has got to be messing up some plans because he wants to go back home, coach his dad's old team, and it's probably not going to be an easy sell if you're just getting your butt kicked every week. But
and you act like that.
I just don't know how the deadly combination of Shula Beamer did not turn this thing into a winner, boys.
It's weird. It's an upset. It's the biggest upset in the country this year.
There's kids. These guys are going to tell their grandkids, yeah, I played for Shula and Beamer.
Yeah.
And back when I was in college, I played for Shula and Beamer. Oh, Don Shula and Frank Beamer? Oh,
no. They're offspring. They're much less accomplished offspring.
They're sorry-ass sons. This is what ended up happening. Yeah.
They're Nepo babies.
Yeah.
Man, that hurts. Ben.
Hey, speaking of offensive coordinators, guys, we got one that you guys are familiar with, Gus Malzahn. This is answering Corey's question about the red game penalty.
I make an appearance.
I've been asked
can I set it up real quick?
To ask you.
So just to let people know, because how many people were watching Stanford, Florida State at 10:35 that aren't Florida State fans. The first play of the game, Florida State, who got the ball first, it's a touchback. They get the ball at their 25-yard line. They get a delay of game, which is impossible to do. So I asked Gus Malzahn, who's been doing it a long time, and this just perfectly summed up his attitude towards us and that game.
I've been asked about this a lot, so I wanted to ask you, how did you get a delay game on the first play? What happened there?
Yeah, that's a great question. We actually got out there sooner than we normally do because we wanted to get out there and make sure we saw the look with that. Hadn't had that happen before, so that was a new one.
That was a new one.
Pretty insightful. He
Does
explained
not
it
give
perfectly.
you an answer and makes it all the more incredulous because they were out there earlier than they normally are.
Is he throwing Tommy Castellanos under the bus? Norvell, the whole program?
Everybody not named Gus Malzahn. And listen, I don't even know that that's true. I would like to go back and look. I don't know that that's. I don't think that they went out there with 25 on the game clock on the play clock and just stood around for 20
Just
seconds.
looking what the mic was doing.
But I did appreciate, Corey, you went with the tried and true coach speak interview tactic of a lot of people are asking me this question.
Yeah.
I did it twice this week. I'm going to be doing it a lot for the next 5 weeks.
So that you
This
don't
isn't
take
me.
the heat. You blame these poor listeners and fans of Coach Speak and Seminole
I love what these
Headlines.
coaches are doing. They're kicking ass. That's not. I love it. I don't know what people have a problem with, but some people are a little upset.
Yeah.
I think that's what the guy at South Carolina should know with Beamer. Coach, listen, I'm just asking what the fans want to know.
Yeah, the fans want to know how have you thought about giving up the change in the play calling duties. But yeah, that Gus question, he did say great question though.
Yeah.
Which gave me hope that an explanation was coming, and one was not forthcoming.
None at all. Instead, he was just as incredulous as you were, and everybody else was that wanted an answer to that question.
I do like that he said that was a new one for him.
And that's a new one. Hey, guys, I've only been here 8-9 months. I can't clean up this whole mess.
Yeah, it's like
it's a
that
new one
one
on me too.
It's because he's only been coaching offense for 40 years, and that's the first time that's ever happened, which is really funny.
Also, Ira, I'm glad you called it out because I thought it when he said it.
Oh yeah,
You didn't get out there. You didn't get out there any earlier than you've ever been out there before. Stop that, because the defense isn't getting out there earlier than they get. There's none of that. Stop that.
It didn't make any sense.
Poppycock.
It is poppycock.
It's
God,
poppycock, I tell you.
I'm just glad I made my debut. I made my Coach Speak debut as a questioner.
Congratulations.
Hiding behind the fans.
Well, I wasn't lying. A lot of people did want to know why that happened.
They still do.
Yeah.
Ben.
All right, guys, let's get a new one on here. App State coach Dowell Loggains on Coastal Carolina planting their flag at midfield postgame in the ensuing fight that broke out.
There was a fight. Good. That's what's supposed to happen.
Yep.
For calls by a Coastal player planting the flag. Now that it's been a couple days since the dust has settled, what do you make of the whole situation?
Yeah, I don't feel real comfortable talking about this situation because you could talk about it a lot of different ways. You could talk about it, the pride to defend your own field, and the pride of you'd be disappointed if your guys didn't react that way. If someone tried to jab a flag into your logo, and there's part of the competitor that, to be completely honest, really pisses you off. And I can understand why the tempers raged and blood boiled. But as a coach, my mind would say, you had 60 minutes to win the game. Win the game. And then that doesn't happen. So control what you can control. Play better football in those 60 minutes, and you're not having those conversations. We allowed that to happen because we let a game slip away that we should have won, and we didn't. And ultimately, that's on me. But my message to the team was, that's not us. And this place wasn't built on that. This place is built on class, honor, tradition, not tic-tac stuff that goes on. That was unacceptable in my eyes. I understand why our players did what they did because they're competitive and they have pride. But win the game in the 60 minutes between the white lines, and that doesn't happen. So that was my message to the team. I am conflicted. I understand what they did. It's hard to discipline a young person for that. I think I wasn't happy with what that looked like. I don't want that. This place it was embarrassing for me as a coach, but I'm with my guys. When that happens, I understand why they did what they did, but control between the white lines. You got 60 minutes. We let a game slip away that we should have won.
Is it the logo between the white lines? So they were kind of controlling that too.
You meant control between the first minute and the 60th minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, because that logo's right dead set in the
they did have a lead going to the fourth, guys, and got outscored 14-3.
Come on, Mountaineers.
It's a toughie.
I'm not.
I get both sides. I get what he's saying, but I kind of don't get what he's saying. He's speaking out of both sides of his mouth.
Well, that's my point is usually you would have a strong opinion about either side. I feel like he's kind of got a strong – usually people see that situation one of two ways. You either see it as, man, that's our feel. We're not letting somebody disrespect us. Or you see it as, yeah, man, you should have done something about it when the game was going on. You don't usually see people argue both sides like one after another. It was really odd.
I think every coach in their heart of hearts says, no, man, you're not planting nothing on my field.
Right.
If you do, I'm punching you in the face, or my players will. And that's the right answer.
But they also know that
I'm not having somebody playing a thing at my field. We're fighting.
There's going to be a faction of the fan base that will be like, well, why didn't you fight like that during the game? So he's trying to appease that faction by saying what he's saying. I think his real answer is he's really happy his team did that.
Yes,
they showed some fight. Yeah,
you would think, but then why is he like?
Because he doesn't want to piss off the fans that are tired of him losing, maybe, or they hated that loss, and they're like, well, if you'd have played like that, if you'd have showed that fight in the fourth quarter, so he's trying to appease them.
Well,
they're talking out of both sides.
They're 4-3. So is Coastal. It was an evenly matched game. It came down to the fourth quarter. Man, I tell the fans to go to hell with that. If you're mad at me about let my players defend the home field, I mean, listen, you're not going to win every game, but you sure as hell aren't going to desecrate my field.
100%. That's the side I'm on, and I think he should be on. I do think it would be great though one time if the coach is like, you know what, guys, you should have done something about it. In fact, we're going to sit here and watch them jab our field.
Yeah,
we're all. Let's everybody sit down. Everybody grab a seat.
Enjoy this
crisscross applesauce, Corey.
Yeah, right. Not the other one.
Yeah.
And then we're going to sit here and we're just going to watch.
And the other team is just like hip thrusting in front of them and dancing and waving the flag all around,
twerking in their face.
TikTok videos galore.
Yeah, it'd be TikTok videos for days.
Yeah. Then you could be like, see what you have wrought.
Yeah. But
we have
10 minutes. Don't get up. Don't get up, Jones. This is on you. Watch this.
Yeah.
Try
catching the ball next time, Larry.
Where's Coastal Carolina? Where are you guys going? Come back.
We got more. Hey, DJ, turn it up. Turn it up. It's a dance party. Watch this.
You got another flag? Plant it.
Hey, here's an App State flag. Burn it. Here's a lighter and burn it right in front of us.
Pee on it.
Everything.
Desecrate it.
Would that be fireable? Is that coach done if he does that?
If he lets somebody burn the App State flag, yeah, I think so. If he hands him a lighter and the
fans
flag.
Be mad if they defended the flag then, huh?
Yeah, exactly right. He's proven a point.
Yeah. What do we got, Ben?
All right, guys, let's hear from Matt Rhule. Tough loss for Nebraska to Minnesota. This is his weekly press conference following that.
Fit. I didn't yell at them after the game. I didn't do all that because I own the fact that I didn't coach good enough. But you know what? I'm going to coach good. I'm making it very clear, I think, right now to our team and to our coaches what's expected this coming Saturday. And if Northwestern is just way better than us, then so be it, right? So be it. But if fans spend their money this week to show up and watch a team diving on the ground to make tackles and guys getting pushed back into the quarterback and just like, then I'd boo us. So we better show up. Help me say that. We will show up. Okay? How about that? We will show up.
There you go. That's all right. Okay.
By the way, the imitation of the poor guy getting pushed back into the quarterback was
you rich. Also know he had somebody very specific in mind when he did that impression.
Oh, yeah.
He knows exactly, and that kid knows exactly who he's talking about.
At least he didn't say my left guard got pushed all the way back.
He didn't do that. He
just because my left tackle's on roller skates doesn't mean, that's a toughie.
And who is it that jumped on the ground? Was that an offensive player?
I think he's saying they were diving at instead of tackling guys, they were diving, flailing at them instead of being physical and pushing them back.
Perhaps making business decisions, Ira.
Yeah.
It's like when Greg Jones is coming at you and you die. You know what I mean?
That would be awesome if coaches, they don't want to single out a player by name, but everybody knows the play you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then you just make fun of them by acting out how stupid they look.
I can't catch them.
Dude, Northwestern's 5-2.
Yeah.
Look out, Nebraska.
Yeah.
James Franklin's like, guys,
I lost to a pretty good team by a point. And UCLA apparently is the best team in the country now.
They can't lose. We went into 2 buzzsaws. What do you want from me? Yeah.
You guys might have overreacted a little bit.
Mike Norvell. Now he can't do it with Stanford, I don't believe. But hey guys, Virginia and Pitt, These are elite teams, and
top 25-ish, right? Miami's
yeah.
pretty good too.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? I can't win all these games.
Can't beat them all.
Yeah.
Can't beat one of them.
Can't beat a single one.
Yep. Ben, what do we got?
All right, we got one more. This is Kenny Dillingham. So I don't know if you saw his post-game interview after the win over Texas Tech. He just disappears. So that's the first clip. Then he reacts to that in the second clip.
Oh, okay.
Did they won, right?
Big win. Yeah, big win. Top
beat
10,
Texas
top
Tech.
10 win.
What does it say about this team? You told them to run to the smoke, and they just knocked off an undefeated squad.
Crazy.
You're obviously emotional. What does this mean to you?
Oh, and they just goes into madness.
What is he doing?
In this world, you go from hero to zero. You go from in the castle to in the outhouse overnight. I mean, there's not a transition period. You're just there. That's where you go. There's no middle ground in this thing. You're either elite or you suck. There's no such thing as average or good. You're either great or you're horrible, right? And that's the world we live in. So to see our guys, we've talked all offseason about response to failure, not response to success. How are we going to respond to failure? How are we going to respond to failure? And to see our guys fail at such a high level and our team fail at such a high level and us respond at equally as high of a level, that was pretty cool to see.
All right, well, first of all, real quick. So not every single person that watches this is a Florida State fan.
Right.
And not every single person knows why you guys got triggered when he said response.
Oh, buddy.
So
and we were triggered.
so let's just move on from that. And I understand where he's coming from, because that is this world. Like the college football now it is so, the ebbs and flows are not even ebbs and flows. They're like hurricanes and tornadoes. Like there's nothing gradual. Like we just talked about, James Franklin got fired for losing to Northwestern, and Northwestern's 5-2. So that I can understand why he'd get that emotional, but that was crazy. Like he literally, I guess he was going to break down. So he had to.
Is that why he left?
I think so.
I thought he was just tired of he couldn't hear the questions. He's like, I got better things to do.
We listen, when he tried to answer the first question, he couldn't get it out. He was like breaking up. I think he was afraid he was going to just start bawling.
It's kind of weird though, because their year is more trying than a year ago, but they beat TCU, they beat Baylor, they lost to Mississippi State, not a good loss. They did get housed by Utah, but a lot of people get housed by Utah.
And they didn't have their quarterback, right? Like their quarterback didn't play.
Right, they got beat 42-10.
Yeah,
that's a toughie.
It's a rough one.
That's a tough one. They're not competitive in that one, but they turn around and they bounce back when they get their guy back, and they end up beating Texas Tech. I don't think you cry when you beat Texas Tech, guys. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't know that you rush the field either. I guess they were number 7 or 8 in the country.
Yeah, come on.
That's got to be one of the first times Texas Tech's ever had the field rushed on them. We all like Kenny. We got to cover him for a couple years, I think. Yeah, and he was really fun to talk to and good here. I didn't realize at the time what a philosopher he was. You know, I know we got the bamboo offense.
The bamboo.
He grows overnight.
The bamboo sprouting.
But that was about it. As far as the philosophy, and every week he's coming up with something, and he's got some great clips. He's got some great clips about what it is to coach, what it is to fail. Like he's got kind of a philosopher's mindset.
He's an old soul. But you remember we had him on. I think we had him on for the bamboo. We definitely had him on for truffle fries.
Yes,
correct.
We did.
Yeah.
Yep, we did.
So listen, man, Kenny's he's an interesting dude. But I do think from a just a football perspective, not a coach speak perspective, it feels like it's going to be these crazy highs and lows with him. It feels like it's going to be just despair, or he's in the castle. Like he said, the castle is great, by the way. Usually people say the penthouse to the outhouse.
Penthouse to the outhouse.
He went with the castle.
He's going old school. He's going old school Europe. Like he's taking it back to the 1400s.
Kenny is the lord of the manor.
Yeah,
or he's working in the yard, man.
That's
I can see the Photoshop Ben's got cooking up already.
Yeah. Well done.
So who's our winner?
Who's our Aranda? Who's our Dave Aranda coach?
The hockey guy. It's can't. Who else could it be? Never giving it to Beamer.
Ben, anybody else? Are we missing anybody, or should we go with the Sharks?
I think we got to go with Warsofsky here, guys.
All right.
Nice on things. Well done. Good job, Ben, as usual. For Ira and Corey, I'm Jeff. Thanks for listening and watching Coach Speak. Share it, pass it around, celebrate it. Watch it again.
Pass it around like a doobie.
Oh,
That's
ooh,
what I would.
I mean, I don't know.
That's our slogan, I think.
Yeah, everybody knows what a doobie is. That's modern lexicon where everybody knows exactly what that is.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna have a picture of a one-hitter up here when we do this. All right, thanks everybody. We'll see you next time. Peace.